So I've done all the configuration that I need in config.h as well as the define files, and what I want to do now is let's just make sure that the target board is set to myesp32s3, and I'm using a T board, so I'll select that, and I know because I've selected that all the partition information is all being filled in correctly, and it's 16 megabytes, etc. So what we'll do is click this button here which says upload. I've got the controller connected using a USB bus, USB cable. So away it goes, happily compiling, and once that's finished we'll come back. Right, so it's uploaded to the controller, and the next step is to hold down Control, left shift, press P, and it comes up with a whole list, and you type in upload and it comes up with this list, and you select upload LittleFS to ESP32. You see all these files here, it's uploading. So this is the file system, which contains all the web files, etc., the HTML files, and icons and bitmaps and so on. So it's nearly finished. So that's completed. If I open up a serial monitor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see the boot process, because I have in defines.h I have boot messages enabled. So it's up and running. Right, so just looking at the output, let me just go back through a lot of this. So the first thing we see is FQBN, fully qualified board name, and it's set to our particular board, which is Call, and I'm running on version 337 of the ESP32 core. I'm using the partition file which we generated for this particular board, and it's using that, and then it says okay. After it's done some stuff, it's created an image, and then it's detecting the libraries, and you can see it gives you the version number of the libraries, and it's compiling all of those to .o files, resolving the libraries, etc., and some are up here. Where we'll see it suddenly changed to linking. So this is generating all the files that it needs. The last thing it does is compile the sketch, all of this code. So it's compiling the libraries, compiling the ESP32 core, which is Wi-Fi for a start, networking, and all of those things. So it's compiling all of those libraries and compiling the ESP32 core finally. And notice it says linking everything together. So that's the linking process. And now it says successfully created the image. So it's got an image that it can use now. And this is its size, which is 1.36 megabytes. And it's using 50K of dynamic memory. And you can now see it connecting to the controller on COM6. And now it's starting to upload and write to flash all these various bits and pieces, and away it goes, and away it goes, and away it goes, until finally, after uploading all of the firmware, it then resets via the reset pin, and the controller's up and away. What you didn't see here, of course, is that part of it, uploading the firmware, must be followed using the LittleFS plugin, because that those data files, if you don't upload them, the first thing the controller is going to do is try to open up some files from the data folder, and it's going to find no files there because you didn't upload them. So you wouldn't be able to access any web pages, etc. Alright, so we've uploaded the firmware and we also uploaded the file system, and because I'm using a static IP address and station mode, I know what the address is going to be, 192.168.0.142 colon, and using port 6060 as the management server. The default is the management server is up and running, so we just do that. And because I'd logged in previously, it's not asking me for a username and password. So this is the very first page, which are all the servers. I can enable a server and start it. That's Alpaca. And to have a look at the setup page of Alpaca, I can just simply do that, and that's the setup page for the Alpaca server. And here, using the Alpaca server, I can actually change parameter values of the Focuser. So that's servers, and you can, as I said, enable and start, and that's the web server running. So the web server runs on port 80, and if I leave out the port information, it's equivalent to port 80, so I do that, and lo and behold, I'm running the web server. So this is now the web server. So that shows you how easy it is to get up and running.